workouts to help those going through treatment. There are options to be in the chair if you're feeling under the weather some days, but you can also do the majority of moves standing up. So don't be afraid to switch between the two if you feel a little bit more energetic at times, but I hope this gives you options to do when you're not feeling so great, as well as when you're feeling a little bit more energized. So for this workout, you will need some very light hand weights or bean tins or water bottles, a stretchy resistance band, and a chair. Even if you're not doing the exercises in the chair, you just need it to support you from a balance point of view. So we're going to start with a nice warm up. Take some nice deep breaths, roll the shoulders back. Remember, you can do this sitting down. And change and roll the shoulders forward. And just reach across the body, take a little step. Remember, you can do this in the chair, reaching across. Good, and now I want you to plant your heel into the ground, lean on the bent leg, and just lean over that straight leg to feel the stretch down the back of the leg into the hamstring. And then switch over, lift the other set of toes, plant the heel, and lean on the bent leg. Again, if you're in a chair, you can come to the edge of the chair and straighten up one leg in front, doing exactly the same move, feeling the same stretch. The next move is for the front of the legs. So if you're in a chair, you want to come right to the edge and put your leg under or behind or to the side of the chair to feel the stretch here. If you're able to stand, you can use the chair to support your foot or even bring it up in towards your bottom here. And switch over, do the same on the other side. Really important to warm up and cool down when you're exercising, particularly during and after cancer treatment. We're just going to move the ankles and the wrists. So I'm keeping my toes on the ground for this one, just in case your balance is challenged, but drawing circles with my ankle. And then switching over. Good work. So shake everything out and we're going to get started. So make sure if you're in your chair, you've got your equipment right beside it. You need your dumbbells for the first round, and we're going to do two moves. So we're going to start with a nice big march. Remember, you can do this in the chair. Come to the edge of your chair, raise your knees up, take your opposite arm forward. Okay, off we go. Two more. Well done. Okay, so grabbing your dumbbells, sitting or standing. If you're sitting, you want to make sure your feet are hip width apart. You've come to the edge of your chair. We're just going to tuck that tailbone under ever so slightly. Take the hands to the shoulders and extend the arms. You can do this one at a time if you need to. Pressing above the head. So standing option, making sure you've got slightly soft knees. Your tummy buttons pulled in. Pelvic floor on. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Stick your weights down, have a little breather, grab a quick sip of water, and we're going to go through those moves for a second time. So either sitting or standing, remember you can alternate between the two. We're going to go back to our marching. I've got my arms and my legs the wrong way around. So marching either in the chair or standing, lifting those knees up high to engage some of the tummy muscles. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Grab those weights. Just sitting in the chair, sit up nice and straight. Pull the belly button in towards the spine and exhale with a push. And last one. Well done. Put your weights to the side. Take a nice deep breath. Grab a sip of water if you need it, and pause the video if you need some extra rest time. So we're going to go into a second round. I'm just going to demonstrate the moves that we're using this time. So in a chair, we're going to take the elbows tucked into the side, hands out wide. I want you to tap a heel and curl the arms, keeping the elbows tucked in, not allowing that body to move forwards and backwards, sitting up nice and straight. Standing option is the same. So you're tapping the heel and curling the arms. Then we're going to get rid of the weights and we're going to plant our feet hip width apart, ankles over or underneath the knees. I want you to take the hands forward, reach forward first so the upper body comes up and over the knees, and then come all the way up to standing. Use your bottom to do that, and then slowly lower yourself back down again. If this feels too hard, take the hands to the side of the chair, use the same movement, and use a little bit of support and guidance from your hands. But when you're able, we want to try and take the hands away, come all the way up, and then slowly lower ourselves back down. Okay, so those are our two moves. When you're ready, grab your weights. We're going to do the same format, 2 rounds. So plant the heel, curl the weights up towards the shoulders, keeping those elbows tucked in. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Weights to the side, using your chair, sitting just on the edge of the chair, making sure you've got kind of most of your bottom placed on the chair. For safety reasons, your feet are hip distance apart, arms come out in front, lean that upper body forward first, dig through the heels, come up to standing, and then slowly lower yourself back down again. Two more. Take your time. And last one. Good work. Grab yourself a quick sip of water. Sit down if you need to take a break. And grab the weights for us to start doing those 2 moves again. So if you need more time, then please do pause the video, take a little bit of a longer break. So we're going to turn our palms out, tuck our elbows in. I'm going to do the seated option this time. You tap your heel in front, you bring it back in. Curl the arms up with the heel tap. Two more. And last one. Well done. So what we're trying not to do here is swing the arms too much, because then it's just kind of more of a momentum that propels them forward. We're really controlling that brace into the bicep there. Good. Okay, so deep breath. Place the feet hip distance apart, knees over ankles, hands out in front, reach forward, up you come. Dig through those heels, get the bottom to work. Slowly back down into the chair. Exhale up. On the effort will help that core engage. Two more. And last one. Good work. If you didn't manage all of those, that is totally fine. You take breaks as you need. Take a rest, grab some water, sit in the chair if you need to, and we're going to come back for our next round. For the next round, you will need, if you're standing just a single weight, we're going to take the same leg back of the weight that we're using, use the back of the chair for balance, and lean over ever so slightly. What I want you to do is row that weight back. So you're pulling it kind of lower rib cage here, that elbow's leading, you're squeezing from the upper back and taking it forward again. Okay, so pressure mainly through the front leg. If you're in a chair, you can come to your seated position and just lean forward ever so slightly, both at the same time. Elbows coming back, tucking the elbows in towards the body so you're grazing the body as you row. And then our second move, both options here standing if you're okay too. Using the back of the chair for balance, leaning forward and pointing your toe out behind. And what I want you to do is raise and lower that back leg. Leg is not going very far. So what I'm trying to do is make your glute work. So the leg is nice and straight and I'm lifting from here. I'm not lifting from here. So making the glute work. So when we sit down for quite a long time, our glutes can become quite lazy. So that's quite a helpful move to reactivate those glutes. Okay, so start with your row. Using the back of the chair, take the same leg back behind you and then lean over. You can put some weight on this hand and you're going to row back. Down and up. So we're going to do 10 of these on each side. If you're in the chair, you're going to do 2 lots of 10, but take a little pause in the middle. So this is a great one if you've had any chest surgery, strengthening the upper back, complemented by your chest stretches, will really help correct your posture. And last one. Good work. You're going to do exactly the same on the other side. Take the other leg back, bend over that chair, and create a nice flat back. You're not rounded, nice flat back, and pull that shoulder back, pull the elbow back. Last one. Good work. Bring yourself back up to standing. If you're in the chair, come on up round to the back of the chair, both hands on the chair, and you want to be a little bit hinged from the hips. I'm going to point a toe behind me, and I'm going to lift and lower that leg. Lift and lower. Really think about the bottom working. This leg is stabilizing you. What we don't want to do is arch the back, so we don't want to go higher than that bit. We're keeping the upper body nice and still, and all of the work is coming from the glute in the bottom. You don't need to lift the leg high. One more. Good work. So take that leg you just worked back in, reposition yourself, relax the shoulders, point the toe behind you, lift and lower. Keep that upper body nice and stable, drawing the belly button in towards the spine to stabilize the core. Well done. Good. Come on up to standing. Sit down if you need to. Grab those weights again. So remember to pause the video if you need a little bit more recovery time. We're going to go through those two moves again. I'm going to demonstrate the row in the chair this time. So if you're standing, remember you've got the same leg back as the arm that you're rowing, and you're going to lean forward and draw the elbow and shoulder back. If you're in the chair, we're just going to hinge from the hips, take the arms beside us, pull those elbows back. When you're ready, off you go. Remember those standing, you're doing 10 on each side. That's 10 with both arms. We're going to stand, sit back up. So relax and shimmy the shoulders a little bit, and then we're going to go again. So those who are on standing, you're switching legs. Those on the chair, just lean forward again. We're going back to the row. So trying to squeeze a pencil between your shoulder blades as you draw those elbows back. Again, drawing the belly button in towards the spine to support the back. And last one, well done. Good. So weights go to the side. We're coming back to those rear leg raises. So using the back of your chair, nice soft knees, hands on the chair. You're going to point one toe behind you. Just lean over, hinging from the hips, and you're raising and lowering that leg, keeping the upper body nice and still, engaging those bottom muscles. Drawing that belly button in towards the spine. I know it's a lot to remember, but if you're stabilizing through here, your back's not taking over. And last one. Switch over. Find your stability. Point the toe behind you, raise and lower. Relax the shoulders, holding you up. Well done. One more. Brilliant work. Well done. So sit yourself down, have a breather, have a sip of water, and we're going to come back, and this time we're going to use the resistance band. So again, standing or sitting, I'm going to show the seated option for this one. I've got a very squeaky chair. And as usual, you want both feet hip distance apart, planted into the ground. This time you can bring your bottom right into the back of the chair. Make sure the belly button is drawn into the spine to engage the core. We've got a single strand here. I'm going to take it up above the head. Please ignore this other part of the band. Up above the head, palms facing me, and I'm going to pull wide and down to the chest. Release up, pull wide and down to the chest. So my elbows are below my hands, and I am just coming to chest level here. So I come all the way up, pull wide and down. So this is working into the latissimus dorsi, the big muscle in the back. Very good again for posture. Think about drawing those shoulder blades down and in together. Two more. And last one. Well done. Stick that band to the side. Okay, so for those in the chair, you're just going to shuffle yourself towards the end of the chair. And this one is to work the side of the glute. So we're going to open one leg to the side, bring it back to the middle. Stick to that side for 10. That's your seated option. Your standard option, standing option, using the back of the chair again, we're going to create a soft leg, the standing leg, point the toe out to the side this time, and just raise and lower, keeping the upper part of the torso still, and just raising and lower that leg. If you lead with your heel, you'll find your glute activates a little bit more than if you're leading with your toe, where your hip flexor tends to take over a bit too much. So those in the chair, draw the belly button into the spine, come to the edge of the seat, open up and close. 2. So great for hip strengthening here, good for mobility through the hips. Good work. Switch over. So if you're standing, you're switching over to the other side. Open the other leg. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And last one. Perfect. Good. Have a quick pause, grab a drink if you need it, and we are going to take it back to that first move, the lat pull. So I'm coming back into the base of the chair. We've got a little bit of leaning back room here, so as you're making kind of a proud chest as you pull down, it might help just to lean back into the chair. Take those hands up facing me, and you're going to pull wide and down, release on the way up, pull wide and down. Draw that belly button in towards the spine. Think tall. Don't let the back arch. That's the lower back. Last one. Well done. Put your band to the side. Shifty forward. So remember, if you're standing, you're holding the back of the chair, keeping one leg nice and still with a slight bend, raising and lowering that side leg. Those are people in the chair. opening up and back. 2, 3. So if you're on the kitchen floor and you don't want to lift your foot, you can put a towel which will help your foot slide smoothly. Keep kicking my band. 8, 9, 10, 11, and last one. Well done. We need the other side. Open or raise if you're standing. Also working the interior of the thigh here. Two more. And last one. Perfect. Well done. Grab yourself a quick drink. We've got one round to go. And for this round, you will need some light weights or you can use body weight. So with or without weights, the first move of this one, just to get the heart rate up a little bit, we're going for boxing. So this you can do sitting down, you can do standing up, nice soft knees. Second move, seated and standing options, we're working the calf here. So what I want you to do is put your feet hip distance apart and I want your knees to be over your ankles. And all we're going to do is raise up the heels, so your heels are coming off the ground, and you're going to use your hands for some extra resistance. So as you raise up, you're pushing into your knees, and that in turn is going to make it feel a little bit harder. If you are standing, you can use the back of your chair for balance, and you're going to come up onto your toes and lower yourself back down again. So here, strengthening these calf muscles, great for walking, great for stair climbing, really good muscles. Okay, so decide which option you'd like to start with. We're going to start with the boxing. If you're in the chair, I'd suggest you just shuffle your bottom forward a little bit to the edge of the chair, shoulders back, tummy in. When you're ready, get boxing. Keep those elbows tucked in. Rotate the palm as you punch so it faces down to finish. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Weights go to the side, either staying in the chair or standing for this option. We're coming up onto the toes and lowering back down. This can be quite a good one for peripheral neuropathy. Just making sure that you've got something to help support you balance-wise. Two more. And last one. Well done. So, final round. If you need an extra breather, please pause the video. Grab your bean tins, dumbbells, whatever you've chosen to use today. Shuffle forward, feet planted hip distance apart, elbows tucked in, and get punching. 2, 3. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good work. Weights down. I'm going to do the seated option of this heel raise now. So if you were standing before, come up behind the chair. Remember to use the chair for balance if you need it. And if you're in the chair, as you raise your heels up, we're pushing into the knees. And last one. Brilliant work, well done. I really hope that was helpful. I'm going to do a short cool down now of stretches, which I'm going to do in the chair so that you can see the options for sitting. So come on down into your chair, make sure you've got some nice clear floor space around you. I'm going to angle the camera down so you can see. So I'm going to start with my legs. I'm going to plant my heel with a straight leg, come to the edge of the chair and just hinge forward, leaning over that straight leg to feel the stretch down the hamstring. Flex the toes up. And then we're going to do exactly the same on the other side. Hinging forward, but weight goes on the bent leg. And then stretching fronts of the quads. Come right to the edge of the seat. Put the leg down underneath the chair or to the side of the chair so that you feel a stretch. You want to just tilt those hips forward ever so slightly and you should feel a stretch down the front here. Exactly the same on the other side. Well done. Bring an arm across the body. Hold it just above the elbow. And do the same on the other side. And I want you to push your hands away from the body, drop the head between the arms, roll the shoulders forward. Circle the shoulders. And then slowly make your way up to standing. Use the back of the chair for balance. We're going to take one leg behind, push into that heel, feel the stretch into the calf muscle. And do the same on the other side. Good, and take a nice deep breath. Circle the shoulders. Release the tension. And well done. Brilliant. Fantastic. Let me know how you got on, and I hope that was helpful, particularly for those who are in the middle of treatment and not feeling so great today. So take care, everyone, and I hope to see you soon.